How much ratepayers will have to fork out when the CRL opens, man arrested over COVID vaccination privacy breach, plus why another pause in fighting's unlikely in the Middle East. Atamaria, I'm Shuri Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Auckland ratepayers will be saddled with a roughly $220 million bill each year to run the City Rail link once it opens. The costs are outlined in more than 1,000 pages of documents for a council budget meeting on Wednesday. Mayor Wayne Brown will present his first proposal for a new 10-year budget. Brown is suggesting paying for the bill with a one-off 8% rates rise in 2026. That's on top of a 7.5% increase next year and 3.5% in 2025 that will lock in funding for the CRL going forward. A vaccinologist is warning against misinformation after a significant COVID data breach. A 56-year-old man will face Wellington District Court today, charged with accessing a computer system for dishonest purposes. Te Whatu Ora says a staffer downloaded a large amount of vaccine data, which has been posted to an overseas conspiracy site. Auckland University's Helen Pertussis-Harris says the staffer making claims about vaccines is a tech expert, not a health worker.
Vaccine safety scientists would be a better source. It's the same as going and getting information about computers. You don't want to ask your GP about that.
Another ceasefire in Gaza seems unlikely as fighting resumes on both sides. It comes after a pause in fighting, which saw the release of some hostages kidnapped by Hamas in exchange for scores of Palestinian prisoners. Israel's withdrawn its negotiations, and Hamas is saying it won't resume talks until the current Israeli military campaign ceases. Prime Minister Christopher Luxon says fighting resuming is heartbreaking, while asserting no peace will be achieved through military action.
For a ceasefire to happen, both parties have to want to participate in a ceasefire, and that's what you're seeing at the moment, is there is not a political will on both sides to make that happen and a reality of it, and that's why we keep urging for steps towards a ceasefire to be really the focus of everything.
And our new police minister's drawing a line under rumours of a potential gang tattoo ban. Mark Mitchell confirms it won't be included in our legislation, which is expected in his government's first 100 days. He says the buck will stop at insignia like patches, despite threats from gangs tattooing patches on their face. But Mitchell says he doubts they'll do it. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.